The Centers for Disease Control recommends physical distancing.
Florida's farms feed more than 150 million people a year. Keeping the people who harvest that produce safe from COVID-19 is crucial. As the state's Department of Agriculture rolls out that new safety video campaign for workers, I talked with one local farmer who says he knows how dangerous this virus can be firsthand as thousands of others across the state rebound this fall.
The Rebound Tallahassee is sponsored by Perry & Young.
I spent 3 weeks in the bed and thought I was going to die.
You might remember tomato farmer Graves Williams from previous rebound stories we've shown you. Earlier this year, he equipped his 650 workers with personal protective equipment. Despite that,
My wife and I, out of my 650 employees, were the only 2 people that got COVID that worked for me.
that was over the summer. He thinks he caught it at a restaurant, not on the farm. Even so, he's taking extra steps this fall to keep his workers safe.
We're expanding our spraying for the virus.
In addition to the ideas the Department of Agriculture is sharing in this new video campaign across the state.
And as you're traveling around the state, I'm sure visiting these operations, are you seeing, is there a need for these videos? Do people really need to still be educated on this topic, how crucial it is?
Yeah, unfortunately, we are.
That's because Florida's ag industry is the #2 economic driver in the state.
Because again, if our farm workers that are essential to not only our economy but to our livelihood are unable to work, it is a spiral down effect about the food supply chain.
Apropiada cuando tosiendo.
The videos are produced in English and Spanish. They include best practices on using a mask while working, ways to sanitize hands, and work surfaces effectively.
As you know, a lot of our farms are in very rural parts of Florida where there's not a great access to broadband internet connections. So how do you get these videos to those farmers to make sure they're getting the same education that other farmers might be in other more populous parts of the state?
Yeah, and some of those areas that they might not have access to such of the technology that other parts of our state do, that's why we also have the information printed in the flyers.
All to prevent what happened to Williams from happening to his essential workers.
Without taking care of your workers, especially when you're trying to harvest produce, you don't have much of a chance of harvesting your crop.
And Williams tell me his fall harvest runs from October through the end of November, and he's working to hire local workers right now. I'm including a link to those videos and flyers with this story in the Rebound section of WTXL.TV.